Hello, everyone. Good morning. I'm Dan Gemis, Vice President of the Amherstburg Chamber of Commerce, welcoming you all to the first live stream of the 16th Annual Business Excellence Awards today. We'll be hosting three separate live streams, one today, one next Friday, July 23rd, and one the following Friday on July 30th, interviewing the winning businesses and getting a look into their operations to learn more about their organization. Today's category is the Overcoming Adversity Award, awarded to the business that overcame adversity and pivoted their operations during the government restrictions, lockdowns, and the pandemic overall. I want to thank the Rivertown Times for sponsoring this award. And although this award will be presented to one winner, we view this winner as a representation of the entire business community, as everyone has faced challenges and persevered to overcome the obstacles faced during the pandemic. So let's start off by giving you the list of the finalists of the Overcoming Adversity Award this year. We have the Garage Gym, Rivertown Dance Academy, we have Seasons Retirement Community, and we also have Sprucewood Shores Estate Winery. And I'm happy to announce the winner of the Overcoming Adversity Award this year is Rivertown Dance Academy. Congratulations. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Well, congratulations to all of you. Very well deserving. And today, as you see, we've got three of you. We have Catherine Cristofaro, we have Laura Dufour, and we have Jennifer Horvath. Well, thank you all for joining, and congratulations once again.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you guys have done so many great things this past year with the pandemic in place. Let's first start by asking you how the pandemic has affected your day-to-day operations this past year and a half.
Well, as a director, for myself, I would say that communicating with our staff in person is huge. We definitely had to figure out how to stay connected, maintain motivation, inspiration, even just through our vocabulary and our dialogue and our weekly and sometimes daily emails. Our Zoom calls had to be energetic. We had to figure out exactly how to get to the point, what to say, how to motivate. We're used to seeing the faces. We're used to the high fives over the past couple seasons, the elbow pumps. But even the hugs, being there for each other on difficult days and not having that connection definitely, I think, made it hard as a director to make sure everyone was okay and to make sure that everyone had what they needed, teaching material, the music they needed, syllabus work, and just making sure that everyone was really okay. When you don't see people, you feel a disconnect. And I think that as a director, for me, that was one of the hardest things. I don't know, Laura, maybe as a teacher, if you...
Well, for a day-to-day, if you're asking how the day-to-day changed, it did actually require, not even require, we wanted to check in more. We did a lot more, rather than seeing them when they came in and out of the studio, we did reach out with that phone call, or we sent that extra email, or even the text feed, because we hopped in on a lot of the Zoom calls, and we got to see how the classes were doing, and we would be able to give them feedback or positive encouragement and be like, you know what, I love this, I hope you keep going, or can you do this in the next class too? So as much as it was extra, it was just a different extra. So our energy had to just go in a different direction than it normally does.
Mm-hmm. And that's a great way of putting it. And so with everything that RD has gone through over the year, what have you done specifically to change, and to pivot and make it work? I'm assuming, I know you've done some stuff online, correct?
Yes, definitely. We'll be candid and honest. I think that we tried to avoid going online. We hung in there as long as we could and pushed our season back instead of jumping immediately to Zoom. We definitely realized that dancers and children and teens, anybody involved in our programs, benefit from the in-person experience. And dancing heals, and it's such an important aspect of their development and life skills training to be in the studio. So we wanted to hang on tight, push our season back, and avoid it if we could. But when we realized we couldn't, we had to just act and shift entirely onto Zoom. And our teachers were ready. We had an amazing tech team that enabled us to provide, actually almost glitch free.
Yep.
Honestly, there was not one Zoom class that didn't happen when it was supposed to. Teachers were in full attendance. The dancers were full of energy. And then on top of that, we wanted to give our dancers a showcase opportunity. So we hired and partnered with a professional production company, and we actually produced a digital showcase for all of our dance families. We had amazing support from our bylaw enforcement with the town of Amherstburg, and they reviewed our safety protocols and agreed that it was a safe and healthy opportunity for their mindset and their well-being, that they needed to be here. They needed to wrap it up and have some closure. All of the families here supported us in this endeavor as well. So over the course of 6 days, we filmed every single class's showcase dance. They got dressed in costume, they had filming, photography, and we had amazing community support as well. Lots of donations came in, so that we were able to give out extra prizes to reward and recognize dancers for their efforts and their commitment to one of the most challenging years we've ever faced and that the dancers have ever faced. We filmed professional and pre-professional ballet exams. So our dancers they're behind a year and a half with some of their ballet training with the Shiketi Council of America. We have certified teachers here who have been training these dancers, and it was unfortunate that they weren't able to examine last year. Again, this year's same hurdles. So we talked to the council and they allowed us to provide filmed exams, and we actually just recently sent them over to Michigan. So we actually were able to provide everything that we always do, just in a different way.
And I think this is why Rivertown and all the other nominees and finalists as well are so well deserving of the overcoming adversity. You guys didn't just sit back and and pout about the pandemic. You literally did everything you possibly could and then some to pivot and make it all work. That you guys should all be very, very proud. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
So were there changes made for the better that you've described lots of them? Is there anything that you think you'll continue to implement now as we start hopefully getting out of the pandemic?
With all the communication changes, I think that we have learned that not only things need to be coming from the directors, but we have a great staff in our office now that has been thoroughly changed. Like, they've been incredible this season in learning from us and being able to communicate themselves out to our parents and our families. So that whole team wrap up, it's really gotten a lot stronger. So I look forward to continuing with our office staff, and they know it too. They know how invaluable they are now. Like, we can't do it without them. We're doing things through text messages as well as through email, and like the phone call sometimes doesn't even go through because the parents respond quicker through text. Mind you, we will still call you. However, we haven't influenced in that way. There's been a lot more responsibility on the actual dance student, which it seems like they've respected, and they enjoy coming into the studio and this is their space rather than their parents. I know the parents like walking them in, but the kids feel great. They come in and this is their second home. They get to go dance and they do their thing, and then out the door and back to their parents they go, rather than have a large amount of people in the studio. It belongs to the dancers, and it's nice to have that special place that's just for them.
Fantastic. Knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to yourselves at the beginning of the pandemic?
Jen, do you want to take that?
I think that we're all creative and smart and can rely on each other. And the communication and everything. I was actually, this pandemic, I was away getting cancer treatment. So implementing the Zooms and stuff helped me to stay connected to everyone and the students, which was really great for me. But I think having faith, because we're a little bit older and technology kind of scared us a bit.
Yeah.
So I think back then, if we would have told ourselves, we're going to get through this, we're going to be creative. Like, they came up with amazing ideas. Every time they messaged me, I was like, this is amazing. You guys are doing wonderful. Keep going, you know. I got to stand back and kind of be the cheerleader and see everything they were doing. So I think just that, you know, we were intimidated by the technology, but they're so organized and creative and so ready to like keep the joy and energy going that they were like, no matter what, we're going to get through this and we're going to find a way. So I think if we could have told ourselves at the beginning, we're going to do this, we got it, you know, don't be nervous, you know, we can do it, and just not to be so scared at the beginning, but we pulled through and did some amazing things that, you know, taught us a lot too.
Sure did. You mentioned trusting one another, and I think that was a big thing. One thing, trusting our gut instinct that we are going to do more because the kids need more. So rather than just sit and do the basic whatever streamline, I know it was a Zoom class, but let's make this Zoom class the best part of your day. We really tried to reach out to our teachers and make sure that we made this happen for everyone. And if right at the beginning, we were just like, no, our teachers got this, our families want this. Like, I think it was just like, we didn't anticipate the length of this either. So I think that if we had been able to foresee it and be like, we can keep this going, we were like, okay, it'll be over in September, we'll go back. It wasn't the same though. So it was kind of just, we have more than we even know. We really did. We had more ideas than we could have ever dreamed possible. That first time when we had to close, it was like, okay, what do we do now? We problem solved a lot, and we had the support. That was it. It was really that. If we were just like, we have the support. We weren't alone at any point.
Yeah. Only solutions. All year.
Yeah.
Solutions.
We said that a lot.
Yeah. Whenever it presented itself, we would just chit chat in our little chat group and say, so what's the solution? We would spend about 5 seconds on the issue.
Yeah, exactly.
How do we solve this?
Best way to look at life as a whole, right?
Yes.
Fantastic. Well, listen, congrats to all three of you, to the whole organization, to all the dancers and the families. So well deserving. And keep up the great work. Looking forward to seeing what RDA does in the coming years, you know, as the pandemic wraps and even with the pandemic. You guys got it. You guys have it all under control, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, guys. Now, thank you everyone for watching today. Tune in next Friday, July 23rd, where we'll announce the Community Builder Award and interview the winning business as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next Friday. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.